All right, what's going on, everybody? This your boy Wave Guy 19, aka Wave Guy Photography. But I'm really a cinematographer, but the photography is just what I named my business a long time ago, and that's just what it is, right? So today I just really want to speak about um first I want to say I'm going to be controlling my focus on this lens because this is the EF lens and it's like really noisy. So I want to be able to control that because I want to control how much noise is coming in and out because I don't have my mics right now. But long story short, today I just want to speak about how to get the best out of your R5 as far as cinematography. A lot of people don't know that cinematography and photography is two different things. Of course, you will know that, right? But it's literally two different things, right? Photographers, you guys focus more so on making things look to the T. You worry about your proper exposures, you worry about skin tones, you worry about white balance, you worry about these things, you worry about JPEG, you worry about RAW. Cinematographers, we don't really worry about that stuff. We worry about just getting the story out there, but most importantly, just making our image high quality with a cinematic look. And I'm going to show you today exactly how you can just make anything just look cinematic with just click of buttons and a couple of picture profiles, and why you should start using picture styles or whatever, and how to get it out of the camera with no color grading and no color correcting whatsoever. Now, understand that I'm recording from my phone right now, and I'm inside of this hotel because, like I always like, this is just what it is. If you're a photographer, a videographer, you know how it is. Hotels are going to be in most of your life when you're doing work, especially when summertime is coming up. Um, I'm going to show you guys what app is better too. This is on an Android that I'm using. Okay, and the reason why I'm using this Android is because the cord that comes with your Canon. Okay, a lot of people don't know this, but the cord that actually comes with your Canon, you can stick that directly into the new Android phones. The Android app DSLR controller is what I'm looking at right now. It's 100 times better than the actual Canon app, and I'm going to speak about that later. And I'm also going to show you guys my picture style that I have created that's going to give you that orange and black right out of your camera with no editing whatsoever. Okay, now with all that being said and done, let's get straight into this. Now right now I have two lights. Okay, I have this right here. This is called the Yanguno YN360. Okay, I have one of these above me. Okay, I have one of these above me, probably like on a 80 degrees angle right now, so it don't fall straight on me. And I'm gonna use one as an overhead. You can use one as an overhead light. That's going to be your key light. That's going to be like the bright light. That's going to be your main light source. And then the other one is going to actually be your color light that's going to color your scene to give you that nice cinematic look. Okay. So with all that being said and done, the first thing first is we need to place these lights in a room so everything can look real cinematic and so we can get things to look perfect out of the camera. So you're going to see me just get around the room and just do these things. So let me just put my camera down right now so you guys can see everything live. I'm not going to edit this too much. I'm just going to just set everything up to give everything a cinematic look, and I'm going to just be running back and forth until I get this. So let's get it going. All right, and by the way, these are Bluetooth, so I can control it here. So I know for a fact that I need a light behind me, so I'm going to sit this here on top of the cereal boxes. Okay, I'm just going to sit that here. I know that I want this to be my color light, so for my color light, I'm just going to leave that there. Okay, I'm going to turn off all of the lights in the room, and then so I will be able to control everything that's above me, everything that's around me. So first thing first, turn this off, turn this off. Okay, so now let's see what we got. All right, let's see what's going on here. All right, so now, okay, so it's still a little bit of light outside. So I want to dominate that window a little bit. So let me turn these headlights over me on a little better so you can see me. And let me see how my skin is going to look. Let me go here. Okay, let's ease this in. About right here. Can you see me? And right now, everything is on auto. Everything is 100% on auto right now. So I'm just going to keep that here. Just so you can see my skin tones. Because see, this is the thing about cinematography and different photography. Shadows and all that stuff, it doesn't matter to us. Like a photographer will mostly be worrying about any pictures, the shadows, the nose, the raccoon eyes, and all that stuff. We don't really care about that type of stuff too much. We just trying to get those dramatic cinematic looks. That's our main goal. Okay, so let me see this on a widescreen. And as you can see, I'm just using DSLR controller right now, and you can see all of the controls that I have, and my phone is just like directly, I just took the cord, put it in my phone, DSLR controller, straight up, comes right on. You can see yourself very well. You can see it on the phone. Well, you see the interface is beautiful, nothing is wrong with it. Okay, so right now, everything looks right, okay? Everything looks good. Let's see what happens if I add some warmth in this. I don't want that, okay? I don't want to look orange like a tangerine. So we're going to go bring this down. I'm going to go to channel 1. And we're going to ease it in. Let's just ease this in. Okay. Now, there's two things that a lot of cinematographers do that gives your stuff this film look. Blues and clear lights, blues and oranges are always going to give you that nice cinematic look, and then you can always color correct and color grade. People think that these sets that you go to on the movies when you're dealing with like Hollywood and all that stuff, people be thinking that these sets are color graded and color corrected first. No, for the most part, these places, these scenes already look cinematic straight out of the camera. The color grading and color correcting is very mild, but if you look at it on the camera, it already have that look. It's just a little adjustments that they need to do as far as trying to blend their skin tones in, if that's what they want to do. But for the most part, they always use these type of combinations on the color wheel, like yellow and green, green and yellow, blue and purple, purple magenta. All these things will give you a different type of mood. But enough talking, let's still get into it. So right now, I pretty much don't want this. I don't want none of this right here. I want it to be like here. Okay, that looks pretty good. All right. So now, let's see what happened. All right. So for the light, I'm going to make this light make it blue. Let's see how that looks. All right. So it looks blue, it looks kind of cinematic. Let me see. Bring the light down. Got kind of like a little cinematic look going on. Let's make it teal. So blue and green will give you teal. So make it really teal. Let's see how that looks. Oh, okay. This actually looks a little bit better. Okay. This actually looks a little bit better. The teal. So now, as you can see, it has this cinematic look to me. Like, I already have this cinematic look going for me right now without color grading. There's no color grading, no color correcting whatsoever. This is straight up cinematic movie type look right here. You can shoot a short film scene like this. You could do a music video like this. This is already a good to go. Now I want to go ahead and start playing with my actual white balance. And I want to start playing with my picture profiles. And the picture profile, the picture style that I'm going to be using is going to be called Cine Style. Or you can go ahead and use Cine Look. You can use Cine Style, or you can use Cine Look. Cine Style is basically this flat preset picture style, which I'm about to go to right now. Okay, and the main reason for this is if you want to go back and color grade. So now, since you already have your cinematic look, now you got this flat image, you can go back and start color grading and create your own stuff by creating your own LUTs, converting this from like Rec 709 to Cine Style, making your own look, just getting more colors so everything don't be so harsh on you. Or you can go and use this, my favorite, which is called Cine Look, which is going to give you that straight out of the camera cinematic kind of look. That's what it's programmed to do. So let's straight up get into that, because we're not going to be doing any color grading or color correcting today. So let's go here. Oh, that's mine. Sorry, that's my orange to black. I'll show you that in a minute. Wow. This looks amazing. This looks cinematic. And let me just play with my white balance. So I always like to start from the coolest. So I'm going to start from here. Go up a little bit. Okay. Let me bring it down right here. Probably go here. Bring it down just a little bit more. Let me see. And this is trying to get the look straight out the camera with no color grading and no color correcting. And we're going to go here. Okay, so this looks pretty good to me. Let's watch this full screen. So basically, this is a nice cinematic look right here. This looks really cinematic. If I throw this inside of post-production, I can keep it like this. This is a dramatic orange to teal look, straight out of the camera, no color grading whatsoever. I can go throw this inside of post-production, bring down my skin tones, make my skin tones look a little bit more, matte, like, take some saturation out. But me personally, I love this look. This look is dope to me. It has this amazing. I'll actually bring the lights down in the back just to give it this future music video look. Okay. And in fact, I probably can just go ahead and start playing around with it and getting these RGB colors going. Give it that nice horror look. You're making a horror movie. You're doing a horror scene. And I'm just doing this with lighting. This is not even, I'm changing my skin tones with lighting. This is not even like the white balance I'm doing this with. Okay. And this looks nice. This looks nice. This looks warm. This looks pleasant. This looks cinematic. And I'll be able to do a photo shoot like this. I'll take my shot like this. And I'll have this crazy cinematic look. That's what I love about lighting. Or I can always go back and just keep this regular tone that I have right here. And I can even overexpose this and still have some really and still have a really decent shot or whatever. So this right here is beautiful, especially if you're doing, like I said, music videos, or if you're doing like a short film. You got the nice light in the background, got the light on top of you. And for me to be dark skinned or whatever, this actually makes my skin look nice gold. I don't look too orange like a tangerine. I'm just like in the mix in between that. If you really look really good, it's not too oversaturated, and this is directly out of the camera. So basically, the app that I'm using to see everything, to see what I'm doing and all that stuff, I can control my focus, pull focus like that. Okay, I can control my pull focus. I can make this widescreen. I can control my photography. I can see everything. It looks beautiful on the screen. The interface is beautiful. I don't have to worry about using Wi-Fi, which means draining my battery extra more. I don't have to worry about Bluetooth. Just take the cord, plug it right in, and just go. Okay, screen record whatever I'm doing if I want to throw this on YouTube so people will be able to see the stuff that I'm doing. Now, I said that I would show you guys my picture style that I have created that's going to give you the orange to black look directly out of the camera. So this is my OTB picture style. And if you are interested, you can purchase this. You will get the OTB picture style. You get the OTB special LUT to match the picture style. And you're also going to get the OTB, which is orange to black Lightroom preset. That's definitely different from the last one that I posted. This one is a little bit more in depth with it. So and I gave some free ones out before, so if you're interested in this look, just let me know. So I'm going to go ahead and go to my look. So this is basically out of the camera. So as you can see, what this is doing is it take out all of the blues, right? It take out all the blues, all the reds. It turned the reds to orange. It makes the oranges look really smooth. Okay, I'm gonna show you these headphones because that's why I actually got them. So we're gonna go here. Give me a second. My bad. I got a DJ. So as you can see, it makes the colors look very smooth. Very, 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 very smooth. Okay, it makes the colors look real smooth. So put this on. All right, it makes the colors look really smooth. And basically, if you're doing like a tutorial or video, let's say you're talking about your Canon lens or whatever, it makes it look like, it brings it out. It brings the colors out. It brings the tones out a little bit more better. It makes the Canon lenses, it make anything really look good, but especially when you're talking about your Canon lens and you're showing it, because it blur you out from it separates you from the background. Now, what's good about this is you can always change the white balance, and based off of how you change the white balance, that's how much orange you're going to be able to get and how much black you're basically going to be able to get. So let's go and change this to let's go to 2500, right? So as you can see, it's like this grayscale looking, you got this grayscale going on or whatever. And let's go to like 4000. Okay, let's go down to 6100. So as you can see, the more orange is coming in now. More orange is coming in. Now we're going to play with the lighting. Bring the lighting down. Use warm lights. Let's bring this down. Let's bring this up. Let's bring the warm lights down. And look how it protects the skin. Look how soft it makes the skin look compared to making your skin look really contrasty. Nope. No contrast skin. No harsh shadows. It really removes some of the shadows because I also gave it like a flat look. So even though it's already graded and colored already, it already have like a flat look to it. And this is be good for like, if let's say I got this guitar right here, which is my wife's. It just looks so good, you know? Let me put this here. You know, it just looks really cool to have this, right? And we're going to hear some noise real fast, but whatever. Because I just want to get this. All right. So look how it just bring all of this out right here. Right? Just look how I just bring this guitar out, bring my skin tones out, take out the lighting in the background. Just imagine somebody on a street shooting and you get a shot like this and you don't have to edit. And this doesn't work. This obviously is not going to work on raw photos, only JPEG photos. But this is for if you want to have fun. I feel like if you shoot raw in JPEG, that's the good thing. That's the beautiful thing about shooting raw in JPEG. Somebody asked me a question. They said, why would you shoot JPEG? Why would you pay so much money with a camera just to shoot on a low quality res? First of all, you can shoot raw and JPEG just in case you do want to go back for that specific raw photo. But on the other hand, it's almost like asking somebody, why would you go and buy a camera that can shoot 8K just to do photography? Why not just go and get a photography camera? The whole thing is, people are going to buy whatever they want to buy, and if things have extra features that they want to use, it's just good to have it than to not have it, okay? Because like I said, I'm not 100% against shooting raw. I just personally feel like me as a cinematographer, for the shoots that I do, if it's not something like for a big brand or agency or anything like that, and I could just have the free of will and I'm just doing street photography, I prefer to shoot JPEG because I can do more things as far as use my picture profiles, okay, and most importantly, shoot flat, so when I throw my LUTs on my flat photos, the colors can sync well, even though raw files do hold more data and all of that. But last but not least, I want to show you something else that's pretty interesting. It goes back into my raw quality versus JPEG quality theory or whatever. So let's hypothetically say that I wanted to shoot raw right now, right? And I wanted to shoot in this environment. Let's bring the ISO all the way down to 100. This will hypothetically be, and my shutter, you already see my shutter speed. This will hypothetically be how this will look on and I'm gonna change this picture style. I'm gonna go to auto. This is hypothetically how it will actually look on the camera before you take your picture. This is how your picture will come out, right? When you shoot raw, it's gonna come out just like this. Now, let's go to a flat picture style. Do you see how well it's open? I didn't change the shutter speed. I didn't change the aperture. Yes, the raw file will hold more data, and I will be able to go back and fix a few things, whatever. But in order for me to shoot this without this picture style, let's say I'm gonna go back to auto, or let's say I'm gonna go to standard. Matter of fact, let's say I'm gonna go to portrait. I'm gonna shoot a portrait. I will have to bring my ISO up, because let's say I'm using it freehand. I will have to bring my ISO up to about, I say 200, just to get this portrait. But if I go ahead and put this on a flat picture style, I can literally shoot at 100. Why is that good? Because the higher your ISO go, the more digital noise you're going to be getting in your photo when it's time to shoot. So by me shooting JPEG at a lower ISO compared to shooting at RAW with a higher ISO, I actually, to me personally, I understand the whole theory. I understand that RAW files are more, but me personally, I feel like I get more for my buck because I'm not shooting at a higher ISO. I'm willing to sacrifice my highlights and my shadows to shoot at this really, really low JPEG, or this low quality for my colors, because I don't really need that much colors. I don't really need that much detail. I just need it to look cinematic and to get the shot straight out, compared to me just going ahead and shooting, raw, and having to boost my ISO up and be like, yeah, I got more of this, I got more data, but yeah. But I feel better at that lower ISO and having this nice flat look, and going back and doing a color grading and doing a color correcting. And what I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna take a picture like this JPEG, and I'll take a picture like this RAW. 100% RAW will always be bigger than JPEG, and 100% RAW will hold more data. 100% RAW is going to be the go-to for professionalism. But I feel like when you are a street photographer and you actually understand these things, you as an artist have the right to shoot how you want to shoot, and you have the rights to have your own methods and your own things. It's not to say what I'm saying is 100% right, but to me, this is my shooting style, and this is just how I like to shoot, and it makes me comfortable as a cinematographer to shoot this way, and that's just what it is. However someone else chooses to shoot, that's 100% fine. That's how you shoot. That's your style. That's what you go for. But me, the only time I'm really going to shoot raw is if I'm doing these really big projects and I'm shooting for an agency. But if it comes up to my own preference and my own taste, I'm going to shoot JPEG, because the fact that I can shoot at those low ISO numbers, and this is really good, especially when I'm in low light situations. For example, let's go back to here. Let's go back to standard, and let's turn these lights all the way down like this. Right? Now, let's go back to the flat. You see what I mean? I can still see myself. And I didn't change the shutter speed. I didn't change the aperture. All I did was change the picture style to this flat style. And yeah, it might not be better than raw, but at least it saved me in a low light situation. So now I can just go ahead and boost this up to this right here. Let's see how high I can actually go until I actually start seeing some detail. So we're going to say that this is a detail. Now let's go to, let's say, portrait, and look how dark it is. And yeah, I'll be able to bring this up, but I'm going to experience a lot of noise. I'm going to start getting noise and digital noise inside of the shadows, and then I will have to denoise, color noise, and all that stuff, when I can just go ahead and just get the shot like this and just edit as like so. That's my preference. That's how I shoot. I'm not saying that's the right way to do it, but that's just my preference. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, thanks for watching this video. This your boy WaveGod19, aka WaveGod Photography. Stay beautiful, stay positive, love you all, and thanks for the support. And if you want my picture style, all you got to do is contact me, and I'm out.